Chaukkar. He's like a mentor and a guide to me. He's a very senior homeopath. I look on to him as my teacher. And he gave me the first chance to speak in London a year back when there was a convocation ceremony and a seminar where I spoke on addictions. And after that, there is no looking back. I have taken 3 seminars after that. And I'm very happy to have Dr. Padma Priya here. She's my student from India. And I've been teaching her. I'm very happy to have you here. Welcome, Padma. And there is a lady from Portugal also. So a lot of people coming from long distances. Pediatrics is a real passion. I mean, it is a real addiction for me. And therefore, I also treat a lot of addiction disorders and pediatrics, because pediatrics is my addiction. Because children are magnificent. I mean, children, I choose children over adults always, because they give very, very clear pictures. And there's no confusion when children are there. Of course, there is a lot of differentiation, a lot of children remedies, and many new remedies coming up. So there is a lot of differentiation to be made, and ultimately I make differentiation through physicals. So mentality of most of the children could be the same. There's a lot of anger everywhere, there's a lot of weeping, there's a lot of carried desire to be, they don't want help, they are clingy, there's a lot of symptoms and a lot of rubrics. But ultimately we'll have to differentiate from the physicals. So today we are going to talk about a lot of stuff. There will be a lot of material, a lot of comparative material, a lot of conversion of symptoms to rubrics. I hope you all won't be overwhelmed with it. So don't try to take down all this stuff, because it is very difficult to take all this stuff. Anybody who wants it, I can post you later on, there is no problem. The important thing is how to differentiate. That's very, very important. When a child comes to you, back in medical school, we were taught about inspection, palpation, percussion, and auscultation in medical clinical examination. First is look, and that's what the clinical history begins with. When a pediatric case or when a child comes to us, right from the time he enters into the consulting room, or maybe in the waiting room also. I have a waiting room which is quite transparent, so I can actually see what children are doing, and that really makes a big difference, because I can actually see the child, what he's doing there, how he interacts with other children, what toys he picks up, how is his reaction with his mother, whether the mother is dragging him inside, whether the mother is pulling him inside, or the child is coming, when he sits, whether he is sitting obediently, whether he is doing something around. Everything, every observation is very, very important. And therefore, today's seminar is primarily on observation. We have to develop, as Dr. Hanneman also said, that we have to be a keen observer. There are certain qualities which Dr. Hanneman wants us of being a physician or a homeopathic physician. The first thing is being unprejudiced. Every crying child or every angry child is not chamomile. Every wormy baby is not Sina. For that sake, Sina is not a worm remedy. It's not only a worm remedy, right? So every child who clings to you may not be strung on you. So this prejudice has to be removed from our brain. That's the most important thing. We are prejudiced. I mean, I feel the more experience we have, the more prejudiced we become. Which is exactly the opposite. I mean, the more experienced we become, we have to become less prejudiced. But what I see in the thing is that we become more prejudiced. We say, oh, this child looks like calcaria. Any fat, fair, flabby child is not calcaria. Right? We have seen thin children with calcaria cup indications also. We have given calcaria cup to thin children also. So it's not only the constitution which is important. Look at the totality of symptoms. It's not only the crying baby. Look at what the mother says, look at what the father says, look at what the siblings say, look at even what the teacher says. Remember, we have been doing a lot of study on ADHD and autism, where we actually go to schools, we talk to the teacher, we have a different case taking module whereby we take the teacher also, we talk to her about the child, we talk to mother about the child, we talk to the friends about the child. So we have 3 or 4 case histories that we corroborated, and then we come to the remedy. So it has to be detailed, because every child is different at home and different in school. All of you agree that? They have different images, they have different constitutions. So